Let's continue today in the subject of bitterness, in making sure that we become better rather than bitter. In our journey through life, we encounter many situations that can lead us to feel bitter. However, God has provided answers and solutions long before we faced these challenges. Trusting in God's promises and provision can help us to navigate through bitterness to a place of healing and refreshment. Later, when they arrived at a place called Elim, meaning a place of refreshing, they were able to stop and set camp. We all go through times where we can feel bitter. And I believe it is important not to camp in that place, but instead to view that place as a place of experience, a place we have to walk through and not to camp there, and God can help us in doing so. When Moses cried out to God for an answer, the Lord provided him with a tree which would make the water drinkable. You know, trees can take decades to grow. And long before Moses and the people encountered this problem, God already had provided a way out, a growing tree which would be used to solve their very problem. We see this again in the story of Zacchaeus in Luke chapter 19. Zacchaeus was a chief tax collector and was not liked in his day. Luke says that he was a man of small stature, and because of the crowd that was before him, he was not able to get through to that crowd to see Jesus. Zacchaeus climbed a nearby sycamore tree in order to see Jesus, and later he met with Jesus personally. We do not know how long it took, but it is likely that the tree had been growing there for some time. I'd like to even imagine that maybe God even sent an angel to protect that growing tree, knowing that one day it would be used as an important tool to allow a man to hear the life-changing word of Jesus. It reminds us that whatever we are going through, God has already provided the answers. So believe the promise. In our world today, many people have become stuck in a place of bitterness. Bitterness can be like a spiritual cancer, and if we allow it to, it can overtake our mind and all our lives. If you are experiencing that today and wondering how you can break free, can I encourage you to go back to God's promises? Whatever you are going through, I believe that God has already provided the answer, even if you cannot see it. And that if you are walking diligently, God will eventually lead you to that place called Elim, that place of rest and security. The trees in the stories of Moses and Zacchaeus are also, I believe, a symbol of the cross. And if you look at the cross and look at the promises of God, He will lead you through. It may not be easy, but living a life free of bitterness, for me, it is really living a life to the full. And this is, I believe, what God wants you to experience today. God bless you.